If you are looking for a faster way to turn your LinkedIn connections into leads, instead of chit-chat around with slimy social selling techniques that anyway only end up in getting another no, I will share with you the only templates you will ever need that actually get your connections firstly for your offers and book appointments with you. Hi, my name is Marco, and in the last 2 years only, I generated over 4,000 leads on LinkedIn for my own company. And with leads, I don't mean some data that is great. With leads, I mean people that shared the number of me in the chat because they're interested to speak with us about our offerings. And the reason why I got so many leads is simply because I created a lot of opportunities to pitch properly in the conversation. But it's a matter of fact, that most people are simply too afraid to pitch in their LinkedIn conversation. Because what if the other person would say no? This would mean the end of the world, right? You get rejected because somebody isn't taking you up on your offer. Just kidding. But come on, look at your own inbox. How many times did you have some meaningless conversations on LinkedIn to network, to check synergies, or to create some new opportunities? How many times did you have the chance there to pitch, but you just didn't do it? Check for yourself and be honest with yourself. And if you pitch then, please do it correctly. Because when I check my own inbox and the pitches that I'm getting on a daily basis, they're all terrible. But I can't be mad at the people because simply nobody explained them of how to do it correctly. Because when I read them, all they do in the messages is simply to talk about themselves and how great they are, and they all sound exactly like that. Hey, I would like to introduce myself. My name is blah, 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 and I'm doing this and this. Would you like to buy? And so please don't do it like that. So let's analyze why it isn't working in that way. First, you need to understand that nobody cares about who you are and what you have to offer. All they care about is about themselves and what is in it for them. So your pitch needs to be in a way that they can see their benefits. Also make sure to be short, direct, and don't forget to use some objection pre-framing. Invest time into analyzing dream buyers and all his reasons not to want to talk to you. Make sure to not only address their needs, but also their barriers and fears. In short, all the reasons and excuses they give themselves not to talk to you or not to take you up on your offer. Having this information and of course using it in every of your pitches, in fact, works even better than addressing their needs. For example, how we pitch our software is like that. After they said, hey, yes, I'm using LinkedIn to win clients, they get the following message. Yeah, the most serious LinkedIn for that, including me. What if you would find an assistant that would do it for you? Means 24/7 manages your account, connects and opens conversations with your LinkedIn network, creates desire, qualifies them, and makes them literally ask you to call them back. And only ask for $149 salary, thus never get sick or tired. Would you hire her? If they say yes, we simply ask for the phone number and the sales team takes over. That simple. So for sure, you're asking yourself now how you can write pitches like that for your own offerings. So let's jump on my screen now and let me show you some example templates that you can start to use immediately. Hi and welcome back to my screen here where we'll show you now the pitching templates that you can find in our report, LinkedIn Outreach Secrets. You're able to get this report if you check out our website, leadsin.io. And here, when you scroll down to LinkedIn tips, here in Outreach Secrets, you're able to get access immediately to the report. So let's dive into it. So here we have now a few proven templates. Let's start like this. Great, pleasure to speak to you directly. First name, I help your audience to result of your service. So what does that mean? When we say result of your service, what we mean with that is you have your service, that it helps them to achieve their desired situation, and then the benefit of their desired situation. So you never put in the result, you put in the benefit of their new desired situation. As an example here, let's say you sell marketing services. You don't put in more qualified leads. You put in the result of it. What means more clients, sales, and customer. Another example, let's say you sell HR consulting. You don't put in better employee branding, you say more applications of high caliber candidates. So the first template is great, a pleasure to speak directly. I help your audience to result of result, all without the barrier, risk, fear, etc. So here you need to understand your dream clients. What are the barrier, risk, fears, etc.? What are the reasons that they give themselves not to buy from you? And here you will handle their objections before they even come up. And I might have an idea on how to do that specifically in your industry. I can give you a quick brief on the phone about it. Take it as a gift for the beginning of a valuable relationship. What's the best number to reach you at? So we always want to ask in the end, either if I share a short summary, could you spare 5 minutes? Or what's the best number to reach at? Because we always want to get the phone number that we can call them and that we can continue the conversation on the phone then, because obviously to sell on the phone is much easier compared to selling via chat. So when we look at the second example, that's awesome person. Proud to have a big thinker in my network. I help your audience to result of your service, all without barrier, risk, fear, etc. And I might have an idea on how to do that specifically in your industry. If I share a short summary, could you spare 5 minutes? As you can see already, it is quite similar to the last one because this type of framework is simply proven to work when it comes to pitching people on LinkedIn. So obviously now, when we look at the starting of these messages like this, or create a pleasure to speak to directly, also depending of what you wrote before. So here, for example, as a PPQ, this is a pitch preparation question. There I made a separate video about explaining what pitch preparation questions are. Here we ask before, hey, am I talking with you here directly or is the assistant managing your account? Then they say, hey, I'm here personally. Okay, great, pleasure to speak to directly. So the beginning always needs to be customized that it fits what you talk with him or her before it, so means that it can continue the conversation you already had before. But when we check out now the next page, I might have an idea on how to do that in your industry without barrier, risk, fear, etc. If you can spare 5 minutes, I can give you a short call later today or tomorrow. What's the best number to reach at? Here, obviously, once again, depends on what the conversation was before. Here, we simply handle the objection that they have, because before that, we already asked them what is their goal, for example, what they want to achieve in the next 3, 6, or 12 months. And then we say, oh, these goals are nice. I might have an idea on how to do that. Obviously, it needs to make sense. So that's why the beginning always needs to be tailored and always needs to be adjusted to the conversation that was happening before. So here, this pitch especially makes sense if you ask before them a question like, hey, are you still providing your service? And then they say, yes, I am still providing service. What do you mean? Blah, blah, blah. Right? As I wasn't sure. Now we can go into it. If they are, for example, a company where you know that you can help them to win more clients, like if you are a marketing agency, for example, this is a very, very awesome pitch. Can you handle to consult 15 more clients this month? If they then think, oh yeah, I can handle 50 more clients. All right, so I might have an idea on how to do that without burning more money on ads or whatever. If you can spare 5 minutes, I can give you a short call. So here, once again, we ask for the number because we want to continue the conversation on the phone, because there it is easier to handle objections, easier to set up proper appointment, and obviously it's much easier to sell compared to LinkedIn. So why is that? Simply because they can give you here no, they can just leave you on ghost, and you can't do anything about it. If they give you a no on the phone, you can handle their objections, you can find out what is really holding them back. But via chat, they will just ignore you. So it's always the goal to have their number. Also, if you ask them, are you available for a quick chat? They say yes. Okay, great. What's the best number to reach them? Remember, your goal on LinkedIn is, especially when it comes to pitching people, is to get their number that then you or your sales team can take over, call people, and close the deals with them. Here also, glad to reach you here directly. Needs to be adjusted, needs to be titled of what happened before. A bit about me. I help your audience to result of results for service without barrier, risk, fear, etc. Our partners include your top 3 notable clients. So if you have already some very famous clients, Like if you are a big marketing agency, for example, working with the corporate world and you're working with Cola or Red Bull, for example, you put in here their names. Why is that? Because this will increase immediately your standing. It's called standing on the shoulders of giants. So you put in their name to improve your own status because you already work with them, what is very, very good. And I'd love to explore the opportunity of partnering with you and then their company name. Are you available for a quick chat? Oh yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, we can speak, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. What is the best number to reach at? We always want to get their phone number. That's it. So now you have here 5 different pitches where you can split test for yourself of what works. You can also split test and result of your service to what works the best, where you can make different variants without barrier risk fear, where you can split test different variants, and you really see then in the future of which of your pitches works the best. We're honestly saying this type of pitches can only work for you if you really understand your audience. That's why before you even start to think about to win clients, you need to make a deep analysis of your dream clients. Because only if you understand them, only if you know exactly what are the results of the results they even are looking for, what are the barrier and excuses and fears that they have to not take you up on your offer, only if you know this better, they know themselves, only that you can even properly pitch to people that they convert like crazy. It means invest the time into researching your audience. After you have done that, use this type of frameworks here that once again you can find on our website leadsim.io. You scroll all the way down, and then you will find it here inside the LinkedIn tips here, outreach secrets. You will find it here on page 9, 10, 11, and 12. Check it out, use them. I'm excited to know how good it works for you, like it works for our customers already. My side, wish you awesome day, all the best. See you soon in the next video. Your Marco.